Alright guys, who wants baby soft skin? Look at this. Look how beautiful and soft. I'm going to show you how to get it. Cheese!
Hey, I wanted to jump on here and tell you about
Maskcara's skincare line.
So I have been using this Maskcara skincare line. It's called Leches, and I've been using it for like, say about 3 months now. And I am in love with it. It's amazing. It's made my skin so soft. It's made these red spots a lot smaller and a lot less red. In this lighting, they kind of look more red than they really are, but it's just amazing. I haven't had to exfoliate, which I usually do, probably exfoliate twice a week, and I haven't even exfoliated the whole time I've been using it, which I probably should still exfoliate, but just out of laziness, I haven't. So it comes with your cleanser, and then it comes with a toner, and then it comes with your moisturizer. So you get all of that, and it is regularly $95. So that is the old packaging though, and it's used, and that's the travel size too. So they're coming out with new packaging and regular, more regular bottles, so they're not so small. So it'll always be the same price per ounce, but at the new packaging it'll be like $140. I know that sounds expensive a little bit, but if there's one thing I was going to spend my money on, it would be my face. The skin on my face, that is probably just the most important, and my hair. But that I can do myself, so I don't have to. But yeah, if there was one thing I was going to spend my money on, it would definitely be my face and the skin on my face. It's just the most worth it. You know, it's an important part that people see, and having good skin helps your makeup apply so much better, no matter what kind of makeup you have. You know, having a good foundation of skin is going to help anything that you have, whether it's high end or low end. It's going to just look that much better. So I wanted to jump in and kind of go over how I use it personally, just because I think it's for my customers that have purchased it, I think it's good to see how you use it, and I want to just show you how much I get out of it and how little I use, so that it can last me the longest and get my money's worth out of it for longer, because you can make it last. I think I really don't use a ton of it. So I wanted to jump in and kind of just show you how I wash my face. So I get my face just one hand, like damp, not a lot. And then I'm going to go in with the cleanser. It has a little dropper on it, and I am going to drop 3 dots. So I do right here, right here, right here. Okay, so that's it. So I do 3 dots morning and night. I do use this morning and night. Some people only use it at night, depending on their skin. I have really dry skin, so I like to do morning and night. But anyway, so with a little bit of water, I feel like it just helps spread it out a little bit more. So I feel like it goes a little bit longer, and the water isn't affecting, you know, the product or how well it's performing. So then I just rub it in, basically until it feels like it's been soaked into my skin. So kind of like rubbing in lotion. So I will rub that in, and then I usually use a microfiber cloth to wipe it off. They're all dirty at the moment, so we're not going to do that today. But yeah, I usually take a microfiber cloth and kind of just wet it, and then wipe, and then I'm good to go. But obviously, I only have 3 towels, and I run out quite often, so half the time I just wet my face, or wet my hand, and then I'll kind of wipe it off. So just get some more water, just take and wipe. I'm trying to show you this without dripping all over my face. So kind of wipe it off. Then I'm gonna dry it off. Take a towel, dry it off. I usually just dab. I kind of more so just dab, so I'm not like pulling on my skin. All right, so there's the cleanser, and then we're gonna go in with our toner, which has just a spray. Sorry, ignore my ugly nails. I tried to do Valentine's nails and they just all popped and came off, and then I did a color, and the gloves I have leaked through, so now they're all just brown. Oh, seriously, I just need to go get my nails done instead of try and do them myself. Okay, so then what I do, I only use 2 sprays. So that's how I get away with lasting this long. I mean, this is only 3 months. So that could probably last me quite a bit longer. 3 months, I've used this much. So that's what I'm saying. You can get away with just a little bit. So this is how I just do the 2 sprays and still have it cover my whole face. So I will spray it. Sorry, I don't know if you can see. Kind of closer. So 2 sprays. They're pretty concentrated, almost like they're dripping on my skin. And I just, basically you saw what I did there. I took it, swiped it, and then started patting everywhere else. But I feel like, then I'm not like, spritz, because I feel like sometimes when I spritz I have to use like 5 sprays. And I can get away with 2 sprays each time, which is 4 sprays a day. So that's how long that's gonna last. I mean, that's still, I don't know, like 6 months worth almost, possibly. So that toner could last me even longer. And I don't know if I showed you, and I don't know if you can see. Yeah, the cleanser is right there. So I'm almost halfway at 3 months. So I would say you could get like, I mean, depending on how much you personally think you need, but at least 4 months, 4 to 5 to even possibly 6 months. And now I have super dry skin, so when I started using, sorry, we're jumping. That was the toner, so that was the spray one. Now we're gonna go to the moisturizer. And I had dry skin pretty bad before I started using this. And I have tried so many creams and lotions, and nothing has made my skin as soft as this. I mean, it's not even dry anymore, I wouldn't say. I mean, I still need it. But because of this, I used a ton at first, but as soon as I probably like 2 weeks in, my skin just didn't need as much and it didn't soak it up as much. So now I just use a tiny amount. So at first I used quite a bit, so I don't think it would have lasted me as long, but now that I've been using it, I don't need as much either. So it's lasting me longer. So yes, this jar is almost empty. And I actually got this before I got the Tres Leches. So I would say I've been using this, gosh, how many months? Probably 6 months. And that was using it quite a bit at first. So again, the moisturizer, I think you can get a lot out of. And some people, a lot of people actually, will use the cleanser and toner. They'll use these 2 morning and night and skip this in the morning because it's pretty heavy. And they'll just use this as a night cream. Again, I have dry skin and I just use a teeny bit. So I still have to have that moisturizer on my skin. But I can get away with just using a little bit. So that much, that's actually kind of a bit much. And then I just dab it everywhere and rub it in. And honestly, I only use one hand to apply my face stuff. Again, it's the whole concept of the product, you know? I mean, I don't need the product on this hand, so I just have to use the one hand for that. Oh, there's baby. What, honey? What? So, rub the moisturizer in. Oh, it feels so amazing. It's so soft. Makes my skin amazing. I've used it on my daughter's eczema, and it is a miracle worker. I have used Aveeno. Besides this milk moisturizer, I use Aveeno. And I like the heavy cream Aveeno for eczema. And I still say this works so much better. Again, it's expensive, but I already have it, so when it's pretty bad, I will use this, and like the next day, it's like so much better. Oh, you can see my baby coming on my bed. Okay, so that's done. So, cleanser, toner, moisturizer, done. I'm out the door. Okay, I'm not out the door. My hair's not done, my makeup's not done. But, so now I will let this sit on my face for probably a good 15-20 minutes before I put my makeup on in the morning. Before bed, I just put it on, obviously, right before bed and go to bed. But yeah, I do like to let any moisturizer you're putting on your face before you put on makeup, you want to let soak in for a good amount of time, just so you're not like putting your makeup on your moisturizer before it's set in really good. But yeah, that's my spiel. I think you can get away with this lasting, and that was a little bottle. So the bigger bottles, I'm sure, can last you at least 6 months. So you're purchasing it twice a year, basically, right? And that's not bad at all. I mean, I was spending, probably before, I was still spending like probably $70 on my face stuff.
and I was probably buying it at least 3 to 4 times a year. So now I'm down. This will help me last me in the bigger packaging. This obviously, I mean, will probably get me like 4 to 5 months, but in the bigger packaging for sure 6 months, if not a little bit more, because I can make it last. I think I don't need that much, and I can get that much out of it, and so I think it's so worth it, and it just is an amazing skincare line. Even if you think you need to use a little bit more and it doesn't last quite as long as I can get it to last, it's just going to be so worth it because it's an amazing product and you will love it, I promise. It's done amazing things for my skin, and even like not just softness, I'm talking like acne too. Like I'm pretty prone to acne. I'm not crazy. I've seen awesome testimonials from people that have used this and it's done wonders for their skin. But for mine personally, I usually just get breakouts randomly. And I haven't had a full breakout like that the whole time I've used this. I will get like a blemish coming, and I'll just kind of rub my cleanser on there a little extra, and like the next morning it's like totally gone. Or at least quite a bit smaller, and it never, they never come all the way. And yeah, I have all my texture on my forehead. I used to have a ton of texture up here. Just like tiny little bumps everywhere. I always had that on my forehead. And I think it was from like working out and sweating and stuff, but this stuff has just cleared all of that up, and my skin has probably never looked this good. So again, I still have a ton of redness obviously, but it has taken that redness down quite a bit. Shocking, I know, but I love it, and I think you will love it. So for my customers out there, I hope that you can make this last you a good amount of time, because it is an amazing product, but I also want you to get your money's worth out of it. And then for anyone who is interested in purchasing this, let me know. They will be coming out with their new packaging in March. I've loved it. It's been amazing for me. And it's just made my skin so amazing, and I love the feel of it, and I love how my makeup applies on top of it. It's so smooth, it looks amazing, and I am in love with it. So I think you will be too. So let me know.
It's seriously the best skincare I've ever used. So yeah.
Okay guys, just one thing I wanted to mention too, which I forgot to when I was filming that first little bit, sorry, just getting ready here, was that when I take my makeup off at night, I always use something else. I just use some like Neutrogena from the store just to get my makeup off, and like eye makeup remover because my eyeliner's out of control. But, so yeah, I basically take my makeup off first. So I always start with like I don't know if I'd say clean, but yeah, kind of like a clean face. Like I don't take my cleanser on my makeup at night and those 3 dots and I just do this. Don't do that. Yeah, I would suggest like taking off your makeup and then going in with your cleanser. You're just, again, gonna get more out of it than you would if you were going, trying to take it off using your cleanser. So, little tip, take your makeup off first and then use your cleanser when it's at night. You won't have to use as much. So, anyways, there we go. Bye.